Good morning. I am on a steam service call for no heat, and I haven't gotten to take much of a look, but this is the boiler. Here's the sight glass. He broke a drain valve, and it appears that there's no water in it. I'm going to try to drain, see if anything comes out. If not, then I'll fill it. There's the fill valve there. Here's another fill valve right here. So I'm gonna see what I could do. Okay, so with this valve open, I used this valve to fill the boiler, and it's hard to tell, but I was able to see the water, and it's about up to where my finger is. And as soon as it hit the low water cutoff, the boiler fired up. Now, it's really rusted. I'm sure it's leaking. I'm going to make sure that I have a way to drain this down before I fill it all the way up to see if it's leaking badly. And I'll test everything out and give the homeowner the news. Okay, so none of the drains would drain, so I had to remove this one. I'd like it to be this one so we can continue to test the low water cutoff and keep it clean. I have a drain ready, but obviously it's hot water, so I'm draining that. I have a bucket here just in case this one fills up all the way. And I may replace this one as well, but definitely need to replace at least one of them. So once that drains out, I'll Teflon this and put it on there and test everything out. So here's that boiler drain, and I flushed the water till it was like crystal clear, just kept dumping buckets. I cleared out that pigtail. Now, I'm just gonna make sure that if it gets up to pressure, it goes off on pressure, and I'm gonna do a combustion test. And surprisingly, everything's working great. There's a circulator pump that's running. This was the draft. This was really the combustion results, which were perfect. So I finished up over there. I was pretty, I was a little bit nervous that I wouldn't be able to figure it out, being that it was so old, but everything works the same way still. So once I filled it up with water and I saw that, I was seeing water in the sight glass, I was a little more comfortable because I figured I wouldn't be able to see the water level, and as soon as I tried to mess with that sight glass, it'd break, it'd leak, because all those valves are rusted, but it ended up going fairly smoothly. I did want to check his radiators. I wanted to make sure the thermostat turned it on and off, but this guy was very insistent that everything's working, he doesn't want me to do anything else, which happens. We're in a not the nicest area of Valley Stream, so I did what I could, and overall I think the guy was really happy, especially just that I got it running, because he had no heat for all of yesterday. I mean, his house was below 50 degrees. He had space heaters trying to heat it up. I'm on my way now to help other Mike. He needs my help moving a stackable washer and dryer so we can get behind them. I think there's a stoppage on the drain hose. And after that I have another no heat call, so hopefully I'll get some footage for that no heat call. So I finished up with helping Mike, and I finished up on the next service call, which was one zone wasn't heating enough. I raised the temperature on their Navian. It was a Navian NCB240, and now I'm on my way.
Then at the next one, turn right
to meet Mike at a job. Mikey Pipes, and pick up my brother, and then I have a one zone not heating properly, I think is my next call, which is, if you watch Mikey Pipes channel, it's the Google guy, so hopefully that goes smoothly. Maybe I'll get some footage out of that, but yeah. So we're here at this Burnham unit, and we're replacing this circulator right here for the third floor, which comes into PEX for a renovation that was done a long time ago. Peter's holding that up. But I got the new circulator right here, and Just gonna pop it in and purge it from there. Just wired it up with the Wago 221 lever connectors, and now I'm gonna put it in. We have that zone calling, and the supply valve is open. The return is closed, and we're purging that line by adding pressure on the pressure reducing valve and just making sure this doesn't go over 30 psi, but keeping it around 20. So I just ran out to the van to go grab something. The reason we're changing the circulator out is actually because the customer just wanted to change it. He just had air in his system, so it wasn't heating the third floor properly. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it wouldn't, but it wasn't heating quickly. And he's a big electrical guy, so he's worried about like the wear and tear on the motor, and it is an old motor. So we're just putting in one of the new Taco high efficiency ones with the multi-speed, and it has that light indicator that'll let him know if there's air in the system, which is nice. So that's why we're doing what we're doing right now. I'll start recording a little bit of what we're gonna do too. So we did an overall tune-up of the boiler and cleaned out the combustion chamber, the burner tubes, brushed them out, vacuumed it, tested the zones, and tested the aquastat, and the system's been running. The pressure's been staying at around 20 psi, and our combustion results are right here, which were really good. And that's gonna be it. Here's that circulator that we put in, the high efficiency. We had to put it in this direction because it wouldn't fit in the opposite direction. So that is where it is. So we finished up with that. It was pretty simple. We just spent a lot of time talking to him about this whole electrical hobby thing he has going on. It's pretty cool. And we're on our way now to pick up a Bosch Green Star, which...
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Not sure when it's being installed. I might be gone when they're installing it because I'm going to Florida Thursday. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel, and share the video.
Yeah, you guys should do that.
At the stop sign,
Thanks for
turn right
watching.
onto Ridge Drive.